Hey everybody, what's up? It's your boy. We are back taking a look at two mini transformers. As you can see here, we have a massive array of insects. I can't imagine you'd be able to make anything out in this picture, but there's a whole bunch there. I wonder what you can see there. Can anybody see everything there? Okay, in all seriousness, we're taking a look at just these two, well, just these four, just these two, just these, wait, three, because there's a guy hiding back there. Somebody's holding a hammer. Welcome back to the Back and Forth channel. I am your host. Look, I've already bonked. I think I've already bonked in the video. I'm your host, Secret Guy. We are looking at some Insecticons today from the Legacy United Doom and Destruction collection. Folks, if you're not part of the Secret Society, subscribe to the channel. Hit that sub button. Crush the notification bell so the next time I make one of these videos, you know about it first. Share it with somebody that you love, because why wouldn't you if you love them? And yeah, all that other stuff. If you can guess what we're going to do next in the next video, comment downstairs. If you get it right, you win a prize from the channel. Compliments of me, your host, Secret Guy. So all that fun stuff, blah, blah, blah. Let's get into it. Let's go. We're taking a look at Chop Shop and Barrage, or Barrage or Barrage, as I've heard him referred to as. Or you in Japan, Barrah-gee? Ugh, that was terrible. And then the hammer's name is Wrecker Malleus Minotaurus. I didn't even realize I had this in camera. I was just looking at it to the side. But this is the package for these guys. And you know, as the title of this video says, toy hacks or not toy hacks, I'm going to be doing a series of videos here, kind of including this one, that have all Transformers that have been toy hacked up from their original form. And some of these I just happen to have laying around. The donor, the amazing donor that brought these forth to the channel, his are all toy hacked up, and some of these I have in the collection, so I thought, hey, why not take a look at these and see what some of these, you know, look like. So that's what we have here. In the forefront, we have a set of these guys of Chop Shop and Barrah-gee that are toy hacked out, and then just behind those we have the original set that are in their original form. So, you know, maybe we'll take a quick peek at both, to do some comparisons. And I think there's a few other things with both of them. Welcome, folks. So happy to have you back at the channel, man. This is where things keep it real relaxing and not any production. Okay, so here's the hammer. Let's take a look at the hammer. There you go. There's Barrah-gee. This is Malleus Minotaurus Smashius. And, you know, it's pretty, it looks not bad when you see it kind of up close, because it's got this really cool Minotaur head, like sunk into the middle of the two sides of the hammer. That's cool. That looks really neat. But, and it's got these effects. This part of the hammer is frozen, and this part of the hammer is banging. Bang. Okay, so we can take a look at that in a little more detail. I don't know if I've messed with this. So I don't know what the transformation for this is going to look like. But presumably you move this head up, and if this moves, then you would move that too. So, okay, these come down. Oh, all right. Aha, okay, swingity swing, barba-tring. That looks like a fist. That looks like a fist. There you go. So down, you move it to the up position. And now you've got this guy. Watch out, pal. Minotaurus. And I'm pretty sure he's going to be staying in that form. Now that, you know, this little thing looks like it would actually go in his hand. It probably does, because it looks kind of keyed. Whoops. Bonk. What's a video without a bonk? Okay, it went in there. I don't know if it's supposed to. So there you go. What about this? No, this. Okay, so there he is. There's Minotaurus. And we can put him back there with the stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty, bam! Let's take a look at Barrah-gee. So first, we have the Reguloso. Let's move in a bit. This is the Regulos. This is what he comes looking like stock. There's that weird weapon with the two pieces that come off on either side. Some regular toes. regular everything, because this is reguloso. Take a look at that chest back that I've heard so much about, and we'll talk about that later. No, we won't, because I don't talk about anything like that. I think this is a rhinoceros beetle, if I'm not mistaken. We can put that there, and then let's grab the toy HAX. Toy HAX version. Let's get in there and see if you can see. So we've got some stickers that actually cover up this stock Decepticon symbol. I don't think there's too much done to the face. There's a little bit done up there. And some white piping here on the sides, kind of in the rib cage area. This custom weapon, I assume, is something that DB had made or purchased as an upgrade. And then we've got, obviously, the difference in the legs. Hopefully y'all can see that. And then some toesy woesies are really gussied up. Take a look at the sides as well. And the back, I don't know that there would be too much for the back. There's a couple little accents there that still make it look better. I mean, toy hacks or not toy hacks. I haven't toy hacked a bunch of my personal guys, but I gotta say, it definitely, the ones I've really seen, this is nothing. This is the tip of the iceberg that we're getting into here, but the ones I've seen that are really done up, it's just a night and day difference. So I'm going to set that back there, set him back there, and then we can also take a look at Chop Shop. So move some effects out of the way. This guy had his guns over his neck. That was cool. So we got Reguloso on the right and gussied up on the left. So let's take a look. Maybe we can zoom in. Get these weapons out of the way. I don't want to mix them up, so we'll just go weapons on the right for the Regulos. Weapons on the... I know DB's out there screaming right now. Leave them in, leave them in, leave them in. No. We got to be able to see what we're looking at, okay, man? So let's take a look. A lot of difference there in that window area with these kind of... I love the copper matching kind of color matching. Use this to point it out. Stickers that are all on this one, they are absolutely gorgeous. That color, reminiscent of our dirty penny days. Fix that wrist. That looks like a pretty painful position. Stuff on the thighs, on the crotch, on the legs, on the toes. This one looks, in my opinion, significantly better with the toy hacks. They both do. But this one really, like I say, that color really pops. That kind of, I don't know if you can see any of it. I'll try to move it around in the light so you can see the difference between, especially on those pincers, there's a lot of it on there. Much, much nicer. So yeah, stacks on stacks on stacks, duty, bam. Zoom out. And let's get into it, let's do it, let's go. Let's transform these massive nerds. Okay, so those go with those weapons. Let's do this one first, shall we? Let's do it, let's go. Man, those, that little teaser in the beginning I let you guys see with all those Insecticons. Those are all Insecticons I had laying around. And maybe we'll take a look at them for the size comparison, maybe not. So let's do it, let's go. Okay, this guy's got some weapons on the back. I actually don't want to do the ones with the stickers on it, but I should, because this is toy hacks or not toy hacks. So let's just put this with his other weapons on the other side. Keep things a buck. Okay, the first thing we want to do is bring these guys down over his face, cover that ugly mug, and then kind of bring these pincers just up for now. There's no reason even not to bring them all the way together just for now, just so they're out of the way. And then I think we want to take care of these arms a little bit, which involves swinging fists in, as usual. And great, I'm just going to leave those there for now. And I think I'm going to work on these legs. So let's open up these panels here. Snap these toes into the flat position, like so. And then do this. Double crunch these legs up here so that up top, whoops, we want to swing them around. Swing this whole assembly around. 180. Then, yeah, you hold on to that for a second. Swing these back up here because there's going to be some slots back there. See right up by the orange that are going to match these little tabs are going to go into those holes right by that orange crotch piece. So you can, if you want to make your life easier, put this assembly together, squeeze that together nicely, and then get that to just sit in there nicely like so. Should look like that, okay? That's the distance it should look like when it's snapped in place properly. And we can come back down here. Now these arms have tabs. Look at all these orange tabs sticking out all over the place that are going to go into these tri-holes right there. And they kind of, there's an angle kind of here at the top, a pilot where they sit in against. Let's see if we can get that on camera so you can see what I mean. Well, that was it. I mean, that was pretty basic. It went in there pretty easily. Second side, easy ride. So let's bring this over here. That's it. That's it. Make sure everything's squozing. Lastly, well, almost lastly, because this piece come off, which they do, they're just pegged. We're going to flip these out. These little feetsies. Let's bring this baby back up here. I want my baby back, baby back, baby back, baby back up here. All right, so there you go. That's back on. That's back on, baby down. Now let's take a look at how this thing looks with some of the Toy Hack stickers in this form. Beautiful. Really, really nice. Toy Hacks or not Toy Hacks, I gotta say you should. They always seem to have excellent deals going on. Like specials all the time on sticker sets. The prices in themselves aren't unreasonable to begin with for what it is that you're getting. So yeah, I'm a proponent. This is not a sponsored video because nobody other than the person watching this video knows who I am. Okay, so let's put this bug over here. Actually, no, let's go back from whence we came. All right, let's do that. Let's snap with those feet down here, no problem. Let's bring these arms out of those little peg hole areas. And if you want, because we're here, we can do the fists like that. There's little tabs to grab them. Okay, and we're just going to leave those out the way. Bring these tabs out that we snapped in before. Double hinge those legs down. Grab some separation. You gotta keep it separated and then bring these up. These go past the horizontal line. See if I can show you what I mean. So I want to say that like maybe that's the horizontal line, but you can get them to go a little bit further. I don't know if the camera picked that up. So I usually try to keep them horizontal, but you do have a little bit more of extra play in there. Just be aware of that. Okay, and then you want to close these panels. Once those legs are... Oh, and maybe I'll point out that there's a slot right there and a tab on the front of this panel that snaps into that slot. So sometimes it can be misaligned just a little bit because it can move. Come on. Because it can move up and down some. So if it's for some reason not wanting to go in, that's why. But usually it just self-guides right in. Give them the twist. Do the twist. Okay. I'm singy today. So we twist him up. Get him like that. Bring his hands down. His arms down. Give him a little elbow turn. Open those pincers up and release that beautiful mug, which I don't even know if I showed you. So we'll do that now. We'll take a look at the whole thing now. Well, the face. Let's use this. Okay. Zam! Bug off! Okay, so that's him. That is Chop Suey. I don't know why I have the Orient on the mind today. Barrah-gee, Chop Suey, ha 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 he. And, of course, he has a myriad of weapons. So hold on. Oh. Gonna need that extra play on those toesy woesies. Chill, man. Chill. Okay, I think we might... I don't know, man. This is gonna be a... We're gonna see what's gonna happen with this stacks and stacks and stacks duty, but This is strange to start. So stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty, blam! Okay, that's good. He can sit there by his brother for a second. And all of his weapons, let's take a look at them. This, I was looking at this earlier. Man, does this ever remind me of a Soundwave weapon? Very Soundwave-esque. Cheapskates on the way they paint this. This looks kind of funny. That there's a little orange tip like everything weapon related in 2026. This looks like it's made out of chocolate. Delicious. Terry's dark chocolate missile launcher. So we got that, and then he comes with two of these, so I'm only going to show you one. These kind of stenciled drawings of weapons. These are the most hollow weapons I've ever seen. It's weird. But again, chocolate-themed weapons. And then this one that's in this kind of beautiful finish. This beautiful metallic kind of bronzes finish. Probably started as this color, I would imagine. And I think this is the old Custy piece that has been added to Barrah-gee's weapon set, his daily carry. That's tight. I like it. So we got that, and we can give him those. Nice. Now, let's take a look at this dude, who also has a custom weapon. So he must have got one for each. So yeah, I'm sure it's an upgrade set of some sort. Now we're taking a look at Chop Shop. Known for chopping shops. His face looks like Cyrax from Mortal Kombat. Anybody get that reference? Aww. He's got some little cherry tomato ribs. This one's got the toy hack set, as you can see. We went over it already, so we're not going to go over it again. Let's just get into this transformation. Let's do it. Let's go. I'm going to pop off his weaponry and throw those to the side. Does he have these on this? Yeah, I think that's good. So first things first, let's pull off his rhinoceros beetle front. Bring that down and bring that up. Cool. I'm just going to move these arms up and then snap them into the upper position, these shoulders, just like that. Doing things pretty close this time. Bring these fists in. We probably could have done that earlier. Whatever, man. And I think I'm going to turn these like this. Imagine if that's where they're supposed to be. And then I recall that I like to just kind of put these in the upward position. So, like that. Let's get these out of the way. Let's clean up that back a little bit so you can see what we're doing. Pointing the guns in the stacks and stacks and stacks. It's crazy talk. Okay, so just like that. Then we can work on the bottom here. So it's pretty much the same as the other in the sense that we're going to open up these flaps, point these toes into the horizontal position, compact them, do the old accordion maneuver so we can get to some slots up at the top. I think the only difference is this one does not spin. So we can put this segment together, squeeze those two halves. And again, there's two slots up there by the crotch piece for these two tabs. Get that to sit in there. It should look like this as far as spacing is concerned and gaps. Okay, so far so good, I think. Now, these, like the other arms on the last guy on Barrah-gee there, on BARRAGE, there's a bunch of tabs, okay? And there's a bunch of places for those tabs to go. And there's kind of a little lip for everything to go under right here. So I'm going to see if I can show you what I mean. Get it, okay, so these should be down, like that, in the down position. And then this should go, unless I'm trying to get the wrong piece on, which could be. Nope, that's it. I doubt you could see anything I did at all, but that's what it's supposed to look like. Let's see if I can replicate that on the other side so that you can see as I'm doing it, because it's weird. I'm probably doing it wrong. So let's do it wrong together and forever. I'm making the sounds of when dentists put a dental dam in your mouth. And they kind of fight with that too. There we go. You know the old rule about Transformers, if it doesn't want to go, make it. No, I'm just kidding. Don't force it. just kind of back off and reassess and reattack. But I think that's in. Oh, you stay in there, like that. This one is not where I wanted it to be. There we go. Let's back out. Oh, and that was a massive bonk. That was a world record bonk that I just did to everything here. So let me try to recalibrate. All right, let's get back in there. 20 minutes, that's crazy. Okay, so I think these hands are in there. Arms, so to speak. Close up that back, and that's pretty much it. You bring this little head thing up for the rhinoceros beetle, and let's take a look at him. Toy HAX Beetle Man. Check it out, check it out. There's those very dopey looking eyes, shall we say. That's funny. And some Toy HAX details. I have yet to see a transformer that's got some decals on it from the TH that don't just immediately liven these figures up. So let's go back from whence we came, shall we? Let's do it, let's go. So that's a lot of sews. Unclip these arms, lift them up so they're out of the way, and then untab this from the back, unclip them, do the accordion thing once again to extend them all the way, turn around so that we're working on the right side. And then you can bring the toes up in a second, so let's just fold these closed, then bring those toes up to the horizontal, like so, and snap these shoulders out, and we can just look in there for those fists. Come on out, foot fist way. Bring down this weird looking Glorbin. Bring down that, snap that into place. Sorry, I did that fast. So you bring that down, snap that into place, and push it back. And then you've got Cyrax, camera bonk. Cool. Nice. Let's see how he does for his stacks on stacks on stacks. Duty kick blam. Blam. Let's get in there so we can see him. Nice, nice. And of course, let's take a look at that weapon set. We've got two right here. So there's one here, and those both come out. And then you've got one here as just a standalone kind of weapon with two sights on it, one on the top and one on the bottom. So I'm just going to keep that together. I believe those are his stalkers. And then this is this pretty bird weapon that he got as an upgrade for Chop Shop, and it's beautiful. Really nice finish. Much nicer than the stalkers, of course. And so we can pop those in his hands so we can see the full look. There you go. And that's it. That is it. That is back and forth for both or all four. And we didn't go back and forth with this, but that's because I just don't, I don't even remember how I did it. So into the stacks on stacks you go. Sick. Folks, if you're still here, thank you so much for sticking around. This is one of the longer ones, but I did want to take a look at this. Oh, and the size comparison, the ridiculous size comparison we always do at the end. All right, I got a few of them for you, so why not? Since I was pulling out these insects, I thought, do I have any other insects in the collection? So bam! I do have a few others that we could take a look at. Comment downstairs if you know which models these are, what lines they're from, and who they are. Let's see if you can comment with that info downstairs. Smarty Pants. And who else we got? I found this poking around as well. And he looks like an insect, so I thought let's put him in, see if anybody can let me know who this is in the comments downstairs. What line, what name? So we can put him over there. And then we got a couple others. These are some of my favorites in that they are from a line long ago. Long ago. So let's see if anybody can tell me anything about who this is, what line, what name. pertinent info about who we're looking at right now. Lots of that chrome is gone, but this is a well-loved insect, but phenomenal toy. That's for sure. So let's see if he'll stacks on stacks on stacks. He did for sure. And also a blam! Nice, nice Jerry Rice. Sorry, I got quiet for a second and was just marveling at it myself. Pretty bird, pretty bird. Great condition. I mean, these are 40-year-old toys, the ones I'm showing to you right now, and I'm happy to show them to you, so I hope you're enjoying this as much as I'm enjoying showing these to you, because I don't really do this that often. And, as an extra bonus, we had this guy kicking around as well. Let me know. Let me know in the comments if you know who this is. Name, line. Oh, I could tighten that up a little bit. Those are off center a bit, but still gorgeous. Gorgeous! That Decepticon symbol almost looks Autobot red in this shot. I don't know if I can find any more space. Let's hide somebody way back there. Way back there. Move out. See that glorious shot. And then lastly, I got this little guy. I don't care that this video is 1,000 minutes long. I hope you had something to do that was 30 minutes long. Look at this little guy. Meep! Look at this. Who's this? Who is this? This is... I'm not going to tell you. Now, this is massive points. If anybody can tell me what this tiny little, walnut-sized Insecticon is, those are massive points if you can get this. Found this kicking around in a display somewhere, so I decided to throw that in as well. So there is all the size comparisons. There's everything you saw at the beginning of the video, at least so you get to see it again and hear a little bit about it. Well, you get to see it. You tell me about it. This is what I had for bugs in my collection, so why not throw? So there's more, but this is what was available. Folks, thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you for supporting the channel. If you're part of the Secret Society, great. If not, please join. We'd love to have you, man. Say something. Become part of something that is awesome. The channel is growing ever so slowly, but it's because growth takes time. If you haven't been told recently, love you. Secret Guy out.